Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your December reading. Let's see what messages the tarot has for us. Getting an idea of love, career, whatever decides to come through. If this resonates, please hit the like button, of course. And consider subscribing. All right. So, I do readings. All the information is in the description box below. Simply send me an email and we'll take it from there. All right, so taking the temperature on which Aquarians I'm speaking with. Which Aquarians am I flipping but not flying? We've got the Six of Swords. Flying is the Hermit card. All right, let's get a little bit more out on this energy. For Aquarians. All right, getting a feeling for what's going on. You know, I feel like this is speaking to the Aquarians out there that have receded into a quiet place, a knowing, but not necessarily a speaking about. Thank you. Sorry about that. I had to go turn something off. So, yeah, these are speaking to the Aquarians who basically are charging through a little bit of cloudiness and confusion. I think there has been some anxiety and just kind of a sense of having to just face something, and you're doing so by going inward. Ace of Swords, clarity on Ace of Swords, please. I think this is connecting to your commitments. It's almost like what you'd feared, facing your fears regarding something you were committed to or somebody you were committed to. It's kind of a face the music type of feeling to this. And not easy, but the beauty of this spread so far is that you're actually facing it. You know, that you're, rather than evading it, avoiding it, you're going into it in your own way, which is quietly, and definitely receded into your thoughts, receded into your mind. Processing. Four of Swords. Nine of Cups flips but doesn't fly. You know that the way out is by going in. And by going in, there's a gift for you. There's a realization. You're going to have an epiphany about this. This is really interesting. So there's something you're chewing on right now, Aquarius. It's like information, like a download, a realization is just around the corner. And it's actually that cloudiness right before you get to the clarity that's you're charging through, it was like pushing it off was giving you anxiety. And so now by facing it, it's like it's going to start getting clearer and clearer. And by going inward with the Four of Swords, allowing yourself to just be in that quiet, receded place, you're going to have a burst of realization, communication. This could be about your commitments with another individual, with love, a marriage. This could be challenging your faith systems in something. But you do know the way. It might not look like somebody else's way. I mean, you're an Aquarius, for God's sakes. Nothing you do looks like anything anybody else does. And that's what makes you special. Hermit, a little bit more about the Hermit, please. A little bit more about the Hermit. Right. New energy is just around the corner. You have, wow. This is the quiet before the storm. This is very interesting. So you've received something, something has created a recessive energy in you, the need to go inward, to get clarity on something just around the corner. It's like you've received red flags, or you've received, that doesn't feel quite right. You've received signals, and you've received information that you need to sort out. And that information, it's like you need to take your intuition and your instincts and the information and churn it all up. And that's what you're doing with the Four of Swords, you know, to get to that clear place. And all of a sudden this energy just comes bursting through this realization. Something didn't feel fair between two individuals, one that was more impulsive and one that was visionary. I do believe this was you with that visionary energy, even though it's wands. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords have created, these two individuals have created this recessive energy. They're at fault. There's something that felt unfair, felt imbalance between the two. This could have been an argument. This could have been something that actually took some time. It could have been over money. Could be two, you know, it could be that they're brothers or sisters. There's almost a fatherly feeling here, a boss or a fatherly feeling with the paternal energy of the King of Pentacles. Almost as if one was receiving more than the other, or there's something in these relationships that feels exhausted and worn out. Almost like, it feels, Aquarius, almost like you've been putting in a lot of work to create reciprocity and balance in something that was unfair. And you're finally receding from it, taking your energy back, taking your power back, and just accepting that maybe it'll always be unfair. So once you accept that, only then can you go forward. Once you accept it with the Four of Swords, you go inward. That's when you create a new vision for yourself, the Ace of Wands. And you can now burst through that with that energy in the 3D world, the energy in the 5D world. You know, it's the sense of hitting bottom and finding truth. Why do we have the Lovers here? Why do we the Lovers? I think this truth is you're going to have even more insight in your own journey. I think you're going to have moments where you of almost nostalgia, looking back at your patterns, looking back at the behaviors around all this, yours and others, and just realizing that you're pretty much that there were like signs and signals all along, that there were little things that exhausted you, because it's like we don't get here by accident, but we often get here as a surprise almost. Nine of Wands, I'm pointing to the Nine of Wands when I say that. Nine of Wands is the kind of the defensive, you know, guarding his posts, the wounded warrior, tired energy around this individual. And the individual I'm speaking about that has that almost paternal or that older energy, almost boss or fatherly, is it's colder, it's very calculating and analytical and really great with money, but it's not a very compassionate and sympathetic energy. And so I feel like in these moments of contemplation and reflection, you're going to really get to an energy inside of yourself of being over it, and almost a relief sandwiched with that of like, wow, as you look back, you're like, oh, no way. No wonder I was exhausted. You're stepping out of the cat and mouse game. Interesting. You'll have to leave a comment if this resonates, you know, if you feel like it. I'm going to ask the cards now what you do with this, basically. What do you, going forward into the month of December, you know, which is a big family time, which is like at work, we're kind of being thrown together and work parties and Christmas functions and holiday functions. We don't all celebrate Christmas. But so it can sometimes give rise to these more triggery times, right? Okay, so what does Aquarius do going forward? So we know that Aquarius now is on inward to work through this. In December, what advice do you have for Aquarius? What should Aquarius do? Beautiful. Justice comes out with the Ace of Cups, which is a blossoming of a new offer. A new offer comes in, a new relationship, or maybe a new start. But either way, we have justice upright this time. And that is reciprocal. That is a good sign. If this is anything contractual or legal at all, then this is a really good sign that it's going to turn out in your favor. Justice is found. What does Aquarius do? This one is just fighting to get out. We have another offer. Wow, this is beautiful, you guys. This is great. Look at all this yellow, all the shining light from these guys, okay? These are two offers coming in December. I think that you're going to have resolution. I think you're going to have also possibly a big burst in a financial endeavor or opportunity. These are flying out in doubles. Interesting. Tell me more about 7 and 2. Tell me more about 7 and 2. I feel like their energy is being read together. No more waiting. No more waiting. There's a choice. Difficult choice. It's a little confusing. It's really basically a choice of whether or not you want to keep going in this endeavor. You know, you put a lot of work into something. For some of you guys, it's going to actually be a relationship. For others of you, it's going to be a work situation. Because all of a sudden in December, you're going to have some options. I think you're going to have some new energies coming in towards you. You're going to have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins, right? That offer. And then we've got the passion, a relationship offer. You know, Cups, Ace of Cups can stand for a passion as well. Creative passion. For some of you guys, it's actually going to be a relationship coming back through. But yeah, you put a lot of work into something. So there's the Two of Swords is coming out. It's a difficult choice. But the bottom line is this is about waiting. This is about not waiting anymore for stability, for a sense of calm and peace and stability and a sense of value attached to the work you've put in. And so another way of saying that, you guys, is December is about not waiting. December is about not settling, okay? And I hope that you are going to have a choice. Oh my God, the Ace of Wands. So you've got some beautiful things coming your way, and it's kind of like no need to dilly-dally anymore. You've got some big offers. So get off your ass and go for it. This is going to be having to do with marriage for some of you guys. 4 of Wands is about stability, represented by the 4, right? It's kind of like the legs of a chair. The chair is going to fall down with 3 legs. The 4s are about stability. That's why they are symbolic of marriage, of union, of community and peace. And we've got this other offer, which is, it can be a lusty one, actually. Ace of Wands. We've just got all this. It's like things are lining up for you. More about this 7 and the 2. Tell us about this 2, the 2 energy. You know what? Let's get another deck. Let's just get another deck, you guys. Let's just see what happens. 2 energy. Tell us more about this 2 energy for Aquarius, asking what in December they say yes to. 2 energy. We've got more swords. Yeah, you know what? This is going to solve a problem. Like, what problem do you need to solve? It's coming in out of the cold. The strength. It scares you. Whatever it is with this choice, this Two of Swords, taking that blindfold off and being able to just follow your instincts. Follow what you should say yes to. You know, it's solving a big problem, but it scares you. It scares you because it's going to open your heart. It scares you because you're afraid of, like, you are afraid. Anything worth doing is worth a certain amount of risk. And the risk here has to do with your sympathetic, compassionate side. It's almost like you have the option to keep on going through the motions and fooling yourself and saying, see, I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing and I'm still getting these results, so oh well. But you're actually getting these offers lining up in December that are going to challenge your bullshit meter with yourself. And you're actually truly going to get these offers. And it's going to scare the shit out of you. Because it's, you know, when you get that fear, that it's real. You don't have to wait around anymore. With the Three of Wands, you could actually move on this now. You could have your dreams right now, financially, romantically. And the issue is, it's so scary. But you've got the Strength card coming out, ruled by a Leo. Got the Strength card coming out. And that's beautiful, and I'll tell you why. The Strength card is, there are no false implements of control with this illustration of the woman holding the mane, holding the face, the mouth of this vicious lion. That type of relationship, that symbiotic, like, respect and control over the lion's reactions and stuff, that comes from within. You have this power within. You don't have to you don't have to put on a show. Getting the Ace of Cups, fast energy, things start speeding up. As soon as you make this decision, as soon as you call yourself out on your bullshit, and I say that with all due respect, but as soon as you listen to, why is this decision cloudy? Why am I hesitating? Is it because everything is a green light? What happens if I just take my foot off the brake? Well, I think that actually you're going to start coasting straight for grabbing on more and more momentum. And I think you barely need fuel for this journey. I think the fuel's already there. You know what I mean? Tell me more about this Three of Swords. Tell me more about the Three of Swords in December. There's an offer coming through. More offers. Knight of Wands. We've got one turned in the deck. Two of Wands. You know, maybe it'll all be worth it with the Seven of Pentacles here, you know? Both coming out. This is a feeling of, it was worth the heartbreak. So there was heartbreak at one point. For some of you guys, this is offers coming back around that all of a sudden make everything worth it. Maybe this has to do with efforts you made. Maybe these are things, people coming back around in your picture or in your life. But I have a feeling that for most of you guys, it's not necessarily the same people, but scenarios that now, because you took a left turn the last time, you're going to know better and you're going to take a right turn this time. Does that make any sense? At the bottom of the deck, we have a Pentacles. Yes, your energy will start out slow. We've got a slow offer. The slowest energy in the deck, the Knights, is Knight of Pentacles. Carefully analyzing the terrain, making sure that the horse doesn't step in a hole and twist its ankle. you know, but it's an offer nonetheless. So this looks really good for you guys. I'm excited. It looks like you're definitely making one hell of a glass of lemonade out of lemons. You know, it's right now the current energies, you're just allowing yourself to listen to those inner stirrings and to make sense of things. And they're all going to start falling into place and getting clearer and gaining more and more momentum. There's a speed to this reading. Just don't stand in your own way, basically. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Happy holidays.